I'm a computer wizard. I decided to make up a video later to my pen friend. Dear friend, I'd like to tell you about my future profession. I'm an electrician. Although I'm a girl, I chose this profession but didn't disappoint. Nowadays, the profession of electrician become more popular among students. That's why I chose this profession and studied at the professional lyceum. The aim of our lyceum is to provide of knowledge and skill its students. Opportunities are everywhere for skilled electricians. Imagine the places you can go. To begin with, what is the SPL advantage? A professional lyceum is a good place to start taking classes and learning about what it takes to become an electrician. It is good to have skill in math and Ukrainian to become an electrician. You should also have a good hand-eye coordination skills and be physically fit, so that you can fit in tight spaces if you have to. Learning to become a skilled electrician will take a lot of time and effort from you. It takes a lot of hours of schooling and hard work. 4 years is the typical time in school to become an electrician. Many things are learned in these 4 years about electricity and how it works. First, the opportunities of electrician. Residential and commercial builders use electricians to wire buildings, install components and lighting, and interpret blueprints. Specialty contractors and communications companies need electrical technicians to build and integrate networks and AV systems. Manufacturers hire electricians to install and maintain complex equipment that keep their factories running. Security and entertainment business, development, healthcare, and companies of all sizes need electrical technicians to keep them humming. If you like problem solving and working with your hands, you can work almost anywhere as a skilled electrical technician. Electricians install, maintain, repair, test, and commission electrical and electronic equipment and systems for industrial, commercial, and domestic purposes. Proposed electrician may also work on electrical transmission and distribution equipment. Electricians may work in workshops, in private homes, and manufacturers' factories. They may have a considerable amount of contact with the public, work in confidence spaces, and have to stand for long periods. They may also be required to work at heights on mast towers and roofs. Electricians must be aware of safety regulations and must wear and use supplied protective equipment to minimize risks. Secondly, meaning of profession. If you like problem solving and working with your hands, you can work almost anywhere as skilled electrical technician. An electrician can do many types of electrical jobs. Some electricians will not only rely on homes, but will and do the wiring of security system. It all depends on what type of electrical job you need to have done. An electrician will do work when a new home is being built to wire bodily correctly. And electricians also work in construction sites when buildings are being laid foundation up. Also, duties of electrician assemble, install, test, and maintain electrical or electronic wiring equipment, appliances, apparatus, and fixtures using hand tools and power tools. Diagnose malfunction system, apparatus, and components using test equipment and hand tools to locate the case of the breakdown and correct the problem. Connect wires to circuit breakers, transformers, or other components. Inspect electrical system, equipment, and components to indefinitely hazard defects and the need for adjustment or repair, and to ensure compliance with codes. Third, the job opportunities. Electricians are expected to have good opportunities. There will be lots of jobs opening every year. Jobs for electricians are expected to grow faster than average for occupation. As the economy grows, more electricians will be needed to bring electricity to more homes, factories, and other places. They also will be needed to install wire for computers and telecommunications. More factories will be using robots whose controls is electricians fix. However, I learned new equipment. When an electrician does electrical work, they must use the real tools to get the job done. Electricians use some basic hand tools, power tools, and testing equipment to do electrical work in homes and business. Tools have been improved over the years and new tools have been developed. This can make an electrician's tool lives grow even longer. There are some must-have tools for an electrician that they use every day and can do without. These tools are used daily and are very useful for an electrician to carry with them. These tools are pliers, wire strippers, measuring devices, screwdrivers, and nut drivers, power saws, power drills and drivers, hammer and drills, labeling machines, and fishing tools. The toolbox of electrician look very different. Toolbox of any other construction worker. This is because they are constantly involved with fixing wires and installing electrical fixtures. Some of the top tools of an electrician include flashlight. Flashlight, this is one of the most important tools because electricians must often throw the main breaker working in the dark. As a result, a flashlight can be one of the most important tools that he or she carries. Wire tester, the only way to test or the strength of the electricity flowing through wire is to use the wire tester. This will detect all the voltage to let in the electrician know how to proceed. Stud finder, this tool will make it easy to locate beams inside of the walls and ceilings, which will also help to determine where wires are most likely going to be located. Wire cutters are decided to cut through the wire entirely, and some electricians will have multiply ones to accommodate the various gauges to wire that they work with. Wire strippers are decided to strip away the plastic coating on wire without actually severing the wire. An electrician often has no idea what he or she walking into, so toolbox will contain a variety of other common tools as well. This includes such things as extension cords, hammers, pliers, wrenches, screwdrivers, and various other tools. This ensures that electrician can perform any job upon arriving at location. The truck will usually contain a loader as well. By understanding the various tools of electrician, it can be easier to understand what they do on a regular basis and how they can help with unwiring as well as other aspects of electricity. Electricians that have been on the job for longer may have other specialty tools that they have learned about simply from doing the job over and over again. Electricians that work within certain locations and industrials may also have a few other tools within their toolbox that help them to get the job done faster and more effectively. By understanding the various tools of an electrician, it can be easier to understand what they do on the regular basis and how they can help with wiring as well as other aspects of electricity. Electricians that have been on the job for longer may have other specialty tools that they have learned about simply from doing the job other and other again. Electricians that work within certain locations and industries may also have a few other tools within their toolbox that help them get the job done faster and more effectively. Sometimes I use English for translation of instructions for equipment. For example, what should you do before using powered hand tools?
Ensure that you have been properly trained to use the tool safely. Read the operator's manual before using the tool and operate the tool according to the manufacturer's instructions. Use only test and improved tools. Ensure that the power tool has the correct guard, shaft or other attachment that the manufacturer recommends. Prevent knocks. Ensure that the tools are properly grounded using a 3-prong plug or double silent. Ensure that the power tool has the correct guard, shaft or other attachment that the manufacturer recommends. Prevent knocks. Ensure that the tools are properly grounded using a 3-prong plug or double insulated and are labeled as such, or are powered by a low voltage isolation transformer. This will protect user from an electrical shocks. Check electric tools to ensure that a tool with a 3-prong plug has an approved 3-wire cord and is grounded. The 3-prong plug should be plugged in a properly grounded 3-pole outlet. If an adapter must be used to accommodate a 2-hole receptacle, the adapter wire must be attached to a non-function ground. Never remove the first grounding prong from a plug. As for me, I want to get a license of electrician in abroad. The job description for a master licensed electrician is to obtain permits and perform electrical work as required by law for maintenance and construction work on state properties, like office buildings, hospitals, highways, and prisons. A master licensed electrician connects wire to switches, control plugs, traffic control light fixtures, breaker panels, switchboards, and appliances. They splice wires by stripping insulation from leads, clamping, twisting, and soldering leads together ampli-terminal caps using hand tools. They repair and replace defective electrical equipment like outlets, plugs, motors, appliances, switches, and control using hand tools, testing equipment and manuals. They test in solutions for the safety of all components by using test equipment. Some of the working conditions of the master licensed electrician might perform later or hydraulic lifts in areas with high voltage. Some jobs may require a worker to work in bad conditions upon high structures and be exposed to changing weather conditions. Some of these jobs could be located in a correctional facility and have contact with prisoners' physical requirements, and climate ladders and body movements such as bending and stopping in the small spaces. There are 2 classifications that go with the job of the master licensed electrician, and they are the experience level or the advantage level. Both of these classifications do similar work, except the advantage level oversight the work of other electricians. The length of the electrodes from 4 mm to 8 mm increased the power output tenfold. By stocking up 3 of the miniature microbal fuel cells and researchers were able to increase the power tenfold compared to the output of individual cells. At the last working condition, electricians' work is sometimes strenuous. They may stand for the long period of time and frequently work on ladders and scaffolds. Their working environment varies depending on the type of job. Some may work in industry, dirty, hot or wet conditions, or in confined areas, ditches, or other uncomfortable places. Electricians risk injury from electrical shocks, falls, and cuts. To avoid injuries, they must follow strict safety procedures. As a result, the profession of electrician is the best job for me. You're Lisa.